Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to talk about parts of speech. Now, first, we need to understand what parts of speech actually are. Parts of speech are just groups of words. We put words into different groups based on the work they do in a sentence because every word has a job, and based on that job, we decide its part of speech. So, there are eight parts of speech: noun, verb, adjective, adverb, pronoun, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Let's understand them one by one. First, nouns. Nouns are naming words. They name people, places, things, or ideas. The easiest way to find a noun is to ask, what are we talking about, or who are we talking about? For example, Ram. Ram is a person here, so it is a noun. Delhi. Delhi is a place, so it is a noun. Similarly, bottle. Bottle is a thing, so it is a noun. Even words like honesty or happiness are nouns. Now let's move on to the next part of speech, which is verbs. Verbs tell us what is happening in a sentence or they tell us the condition of the subject. Most of the time, verbs show actions like run, eat, clean. These are actions, so they are verbs. But sometimes verbs do not show action, they just show a condition or state. For example, if I say I'm tired, there is no action here, but am tells us the condition. Let's take one more example. She knows the answer. Knowing here is not an action that you can see, but it is still a verb. So just remember, a verb tells us what the subject is doing or how the subject is. Now, adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. They give extra information about a noun. For example, Ram is a boy. Boy here is a noun, as we discussed, but if I say Ram is an intelligent boy, the word intelligent is telling us more about Ram. So, intelligent is an adjective because it is describing the noun. Now we have adverbs. This becomes a bit difficult for learners to identify, but it is actually very easy once you understand it. Adverbs give more information about verbs, adjectives, and even other adverbs. Let's understand how that happens. So we have three examples here, and we will understand them one by one. Let's say Ram is running. Running is a verb, as we know, but if I say Ram is running fast, I'm telling you how he is running. So as you can see, fast is used for the word running, which is a verb. Because it is modifying a verb, it is an adverb. Let's see the next example. This is a dark room. Dark describes room. So dark is an adjective. We already know this. But if I say this is a very dark room, very is giving more information about dark. So in this case, the word very is modifying an adjective. So very is an adverb. Let's take one more example. He runs fast. Here fast is an adverb because we are using it for the word runs. But if I say he runs very fast, then very is an adverb here because it is used for another adverb fast. So we have discussed all three cases. Adverbs are used for verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Now pronouns. Pronouns are used so that we do not repeat the same noun again and again. For example, Ram is a boy, Ram is intelligent, Ram is kind. Instead of saying Ram every time, we say Ram is a boy, he is intelligent, he is kind. Words like he, she, they, it, and we are pronouns. Next, we have prepositions. Prepositions in very easy words give extra information about a sentence. For example, Ram is playing. This sentence is complete by itself, but if I say Ram is playing in the garden, the word in shows where he is playing. So in is a preposition because with the help of in, I'm adding extra information to the sentence. Then we have conjunctions. Conjunctions join things together. They can join words, phrases, or clauses. Now, these two terms, phrases and clauses, might be new to you, so let's first understand them. A phrase is a group of words, but it does not have a subject and a verb together. For example, in the garden. Now, if we talk about clauses, a clause has a subject and a verb. For example, Ram is playing. So, this is a clause. Now, back to conjunctions. Conjunctions join words, phrases, and clauses. For example, Ram and Sham are brothers. Here, Ram is a word and Sham is also a word. And with the help of and, we are joining these two words. So, and is a conjunction here. Let's take one more example. I stayed at home because it was raining. As we can see, I stayed at home is a clause because it has a subject and a verb. Similarly, it was raining is another clause because it also has a subject and a verb. And with the help of because, we are joining these two clauses. So because is a conjunction here. Now let's take one more example where we can see how conjunctions join two phrases. I'm reading books and watching movies. Here, reading books is a phrase and watching movies is another phrase. And we are joining these two phrases with the help of conjunction and. And lastly, we have interjection. Interjections are words that show sudden feelings or reactions. They are not grammatically connected to the sentence. For example, oh, wow, oops. Let's see it in a sentence. Oh, Ram is late today. Here, O is showing a reaction. It is not doing any job inside the sentence. So it is an interjection. So now we have understood what parts of speech are and how we identify them. It's time to implement this knowledge. We will take a sentence and identify the parts of speech together. Yesterday, Ram quietly walked to the park and played with his friends. Now let's break this sentence and see what each word is doing. Yesterday. This word tells us when the action happened, so it is an adverb. We are using this word for the verbs walked and played. That's why it is an adverb. Ram. Ram is a person, so it is a noun. Quietly. This word tells us how Ram walked. That means we are using it for the verb walked, so it is an adverb. Walked. This word shows an action, so it is a verb as we discussed. To the park. Park is a place, so it is a noun. The word to shows direction. It is giving extra information, so to is a preposition. This word is joining two actions, walked and played, so it is a conjunction. Played. This again shows an action, so it is a verb. With his friends. Friends are people, so friends is a noun. His is used instead of Ram. Instead of saying Ram's friends, we say his friends. So his is a pronoun which shows relationship. So it is a preposition. So this is how we identify parts of speech. Now I have a sentence for you. Identify the parts of speech and share your answers in the comments.